Extensive staffing crisis at LA County courts puts vulnerable defendants in dire straits. Exterior of the Clara Shortridge Falls Criminal Justice Center in downtown Los Angeles, where staffing of prosecutors, public defenders, court reporters, and interpreters have all fallen since the peak of the pandemic. Al-Seeb/Los Angeles Times. Public defenders who work in Hollywood's decrepit mental health courthouse say they're juggling at least 500 cases each, a situation so out of control that their boss allegedly proposed a radical solution earlier this year: stop declaring doubts about the ability of their mentally ill clients to stand trial. Mentally ill defendants arrested on low-level misdemeanors often find themselves languishing in jail as they wait for a date in the Hollywood court, according to public defenders who have worked in the courthouse in recent years, some whom spoke on the condition of anonymity over fear of reprisals from their employer. The building is home to a very tiny lockup that overcrowds easily, often causing case dates to be pushed back while public defenders sift through a to-do list that is hundreds of defendants deep, attorneys said. The caseload crisis boiled over this year during a March training session, when the former head of the mental health unit, Christina Behel, advised members not to declare doubts about the competency of defendants, according to a written grievance filed by the union representing public defenders that was obtained by the Times. Her reason for asking members not to follow the Constitution was the amount of work being too large for the number of attorneys assigned to handle the work effectively, the document read. The public defender's office claims Behel's comment was taken out of context. After this story was published, Behel sent an email to the Times contending that she was discussing a limited number of cases involving defendants who suffer from substance abuse issues or those who can quickly be restored to competency with medication in the jails. But several attorneys who spoke to the Times said they took it as an instruction to let defendants face charges they are incapable of understanding for the sake of lightening the staff's workloads. With Hollywood paralyzed by writers and actors striking for better pay and benefits, another labor crisis has been playing out behind the scenes in one of the country's largest court systems. Hundreds of public defenders, prosecutors, court interpreters, and reporters have left their jobs since the peak of the pandemic, a Los Angeles legal chapter of the Great Resignation that could weaken the county's ability to provide some basic functions and harm the most vulnerable people in the legal system. Company Town. What to know about the SAG-AFTRA actors' strike. Learn which jobs are impacted by the SAG-AFTRA strike, which movies and TV shows have shut down, and where actors can get help. August 1, 2023. It does feel like the county is undervaluing the criminal legal system, said Garrett Miller, president of the Los Angeles County Public Defenders Union Local 148. We're doing so much with our clients to help them get into a program, to help them find housing, but in order for all of that to happen, obviously you need to be well-resourced. They keep talking about all these problems and wanting to address these problems, but we're not seeing large-scale investments. The staff shortage is often felt hardest by those most at risk of an unfair outcome in the court system: the mentally ill, non-English speakers, and lower-income litigants. Complaints about a lack of available interpreters are common in the downtown courthouse, sometimes delaying cases for people in custody and frazzling interpreters asked to cover more hearings than they can handle. It's obviously not a therapeutic environment. Some point to the LA County Mental Health Court in Hollywood as a microcosm of system-wide problems. Attorneys who have worked in the building said their intense caseloads have a cascading effect. We've had clients commit suicide in the jail several times in the past year or so. We have clients who are unmedicated in the jail and they pick up new charges, said one public defender with a caseload of more than 400 mentally ill clients. It's obviously not a therapeutic environment, to say the least. Everyone has sort of accepted there are just going to be long delays. Behel, the former head deputy of the mental health unit, did not respond to an email sent before this story published online. After publication, she argued that her comments were in response only to a question about how to aid defendants who were being jailed longer than necessary. I explained that oftentimes the lawyer, at the first hearing, cannot truly get the entire picture of what will be the best course of action in each client's case, she wrote. My suggestion